I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh, keep saying that. Going live as you're saying. I'm ready.
Yeah, I noticed that. Stinter.
Wait, what? We're not live on YouTube. Hmm? That's weird. Stream access for live. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's a delay. Wow,
Good now?
technology is not like me today. All right, so happy Saturday. This is
Yay, weekends!
this is our new setup. We were using the Anchor app, but I think this is way more personal because with the app, you just see a pretty image and you just hear the audio. And then with this, like, you get a more immersive way of doing a podcast. Yay!
Yeah, but there's something you have to fix. I guess we can talk to Andrew about it.
What?
Is I'm getting an echo. Because I hear you through the wall and I hear you on the screen, so it's like.
Do you want to just come in here like we do with Sam?
Yeah, it's not okay to it's really hurt my ears.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna kill time by introducing myself, and then you can just come pop in here.
Okay, you turn this up.
Wow, the joy of technology. Trying to go on the flow. Learn on the fly. And hopefully that's something with StreamYard that we can fix, because that is annoying. So, I'm Lauren. My YouTube channel is divided by site, and I write poetry, fantasy, and paranormal romance. And originally our podcast was Fire and Ice Podcast, but now that we have decided to change it to Enchanting Tales Podcast, because apparently on YouTube there's like, what you call like, what, 50?
So, what we did in consideration was Game of Thrones' first novel is called Fire and Ice. So, a lot of people took that and made their podcasts.
That's why?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Hey guys. Sorry about that. My ears are hypersensitive, so hearing the screen and Laura at the same time, it was really hurting.
It was starting to affect me, and I am like part deaf compared to her. Hey, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Are we done? I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. I'll come back.
No, finish.
Um,
You're saying that we changed it to Enchanting Tales.
yeah. So, sometime in the future, once we learn from our mentor, Andrew, and his channel is Consult the Blind Guy of trying to do a publishing business, and that's called Enchanting Tales Publishing. If you're wondering like where the name came from and the logo, yeah. We had Victoria Schaefer, and she offers book cover and logo design, and she made the awesome thumbnail. I'm not that talented.
Speaking of Soul Blind Guy, hi Andrew.
Oh, dude, I said it came.
Hey, it's Beetlejuice.
Well, we only said it once.
No, we said 3 times. We were chatting.
Oh, it is Beetlejuice. Yeah, so we figured since we kind of learned the ropes of publishing our own book, Hunted the Immortal Kiss, that's available on Amazon, that we would want to offer what we kind of learned to others entering the business that are disabled and may find it more struggling than those that are not.
But I would wait to buy a copy because hashtag blind problems with editing, posting, it's going through a little cleanup. Just thought I put it out there.
Hopefully the second edition will be out before the end of the year.
Oh, definitely by the end of maybe next week when it's done.
Dude, I just gave you a long deadline. You're trying to make it shorter. Introduce yourself.
Okay, yeah, my turn. So I'm Nicole. I actually have 2 YouTube channels now, thanks to Lauren. The first one is The Blind Maids, where I do magic, poetry, and singing. And the other one, which just launched yesterday, is called The Blind Kitchen. and it's where I'll do videos and live streams of making both savory and sweet dishes.
Yeah, yesterday we did a live stream on my YouTube channel because Nicole, like I said, we had just made it that day. It like going under construction. And we did a live stream of showing how to make a pumpkin cheesecake. So good.
Yep. And I also write fantasy, paranormal, and dark poetry.
Disney!
And, well, yeah, Disney is a big one. And for Yule, I will be coming out with my poetry book called Shadow Beths. And it's all dark poetry.
You'll have those tissues.
No, I don't explain his hide under.
Well, some are dark in a way that make you cry. Or you're thinking, good lord, where's the offer? I want to hug her.
Oh, yeah. Andrew says, I've been here since an hour ago. Sorry, Andrew.
Yeah, and I don't know if you watch anime, otherwise we'd tell you to come on. I didn't know you were here.
Sorry, we were watching Rhinestone and Valkyries. They had done a pop-up stream on Saturday to talk about cooking a meal for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and we're like, crap, if they're ending when we start, there's no way I'm going to be ready. And then, plus, it doesn't really matter because we still had that tech glitch anyway.
Yeah.
There's kids being murdered outside.
And yes, hashtag blind problems.
What? No.
Okay, so story times.
Story time?
We're talking about anime. So, anime is Japanese style cartoons. And people that watch it, there's huge debate between English dub, which is where you have English and American actors, versus Japanese or sub.
And subbed when it's the traditional Japanese anime with English subtitle beneath it.
Or Spanish. I know where you watch it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. Even with traditional TV, there.
SNL.
Yeah, subtitle. That makes sense.
And I give it a lot of crap because I read manga and watch anime, so a lot of people are like, you're not a true anime fan, you don't watch it in its true form. But one, I don't speak or know Japanese.
That'd be cool if you did.
And two, I don't feel like pausing every second to catch what's written on the screen.
Oh my gosh, if time I'm watching a show and they have texting, or if there's subtitles because it's another language, I'm like, alright, pause, rewind, pause, rewind. Somebody come read this to me! Which is cool because my shirt's fitting for today.
Yep.
Are you watching the chat? I want to watch it.
He said he's just listening. He's actually sorry him.
Aww. I think someone worked too hard.
And then for me, because I have such hard time with contrast, a lot of times in anime you have your fight scenes, or you have the white text on like a light red or light green background. It's like, okay, I know there's text here, but it disappeared.
Yeah. We had that problem. I had that problem more than you. What anime were we watching? Where it was like, it was like supposed to be like an Elvish language, because they had subtitles. Oh, Vampire. Yeah. Vampire Blood.
Yep.
Or Trinity Blood.
Trinity Blood.
Wow.
Like Vampire Blood, no. I mean, there's.
I think I'm a Vampire Knight. Did it too.
Yeah.
And they make up their own language for the vampire, and it's like rooted in either like Celtic or English, and then they have the subtitles.
I mean, that's the same thing though. English is out there are some times where you still get the subtitles if they do it in language. Like when I was watching Fortuna Familia, because they're Italian, there were some times where I had text of what it was. But then I left out because I just had to be patient enough in the show that they'd actually say what it was. English. I'm like, I don't have to read it.
That's smart. That is like really making your show versatile for everyone.
Because what it was is that it'd show the card in Italian and what it said. And like the next two scenes, they would be like, oh yeah, he says it was a world, it means this.
Yeah, because they use tarot cards, right?
Yes, it was tarot card with Metro the Mob.
That's right. I need to watch that. I
Each
think I
squad
would like
member
it.
had a different trait of the major atomic.
I really think I would like it.
Apparently, there's second season, but it's not dubbed, so
What?
yeah.
They did this shit with Fairy Tale. Alright, here, 100 more episodes, and it's all... Oh, it's not dubbed.
And that is a lot of animes, is that they'll start off the first or 2 seasons dubbed, and that's as far as it'll go.
Do you think because it wasn't funded, like they ran out of money for the studio?
Well, see, I don't know, because you have those, like the ones that aren't that big, but Fairy Tale and Food Wars are huge.
Yeah.
And near one
They have
were
a huge
dubbed
following.
after season 1, or
Yeah.
season 1.5. After that, it's not dubbed.
Well, Fairy Tale wasn't broken up into seasons, it was just one long arc.
I know, but for Food Wars, you only have 1.5 seasons. That's it.
Yeah.
And they're on season 8.
Well, actually, originally Fairy Tale was on Netflix and they only had like the first 20 episodes. And then when they moved it to Hulu, it was all of them, but then again, only like another 20 were dubbed and it stopped.
Right.
So I have no idea how the show ends. And it's hard for me to read manga because, one, the style of reading it differently from what you learn traditionally reading from left to right, top to bottom. Reading a manga, it's flipped.
Yeah. I mean, I did love that. I did find, which I don't know if you want to use it because how big you have your screen.
Yeah.
But it was all the mangas for put on a website. You could just read it on your own pace and blow it up.
Yeah, maybe I can get the narrator to read it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I have to find you again.
That would be interesting to test, though.
Yeah, because it was on my old computer and I forgot to make note of it.
Google it.
But yeah. But then you also have some companies that will dub it and then they destroy it. And I'm referring to 4Kids.
Yeah.
Because they have to make it children appropriate. And that's one of the things where I'll watch YouTube and I'll do the Japanese. I don't really care about subtitles. I just want to see how darker and better it is.
Well,
Original.
I know when you showed me the manga and not being able to looking at the picture, it's like, I see blood? What? That was a PG anime. How's there blood? Ooh.
The best was seeing the pointer guns. And they don't use actual guns in the show, but they still had their hands like they're holding one.
Pew! 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 Pew!
So that's where our Japanese community is. Huh, it's Jane Dub. Where are dumb fingers?
The cut finger. Oh my god. I don't even know how I found the website Tea Turtle where I got the shirt, but this is the best shirt ever. And I don't even watch any of him as much as Nikki does.
And yet you have that shirt, and I went with the Yuko Sebastian idea, just wearing all black.
Well, you wear that every day.
True. Now, the question is, can you name all the animes on your shirt?
Nope.
I
I would have to look the picture up online to see it.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of funny because, like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, they all have card games. I actually did not care for card games, but our friend James was really into it, and he bought me decks. I'm like, okay, I'll humor him. I memorized the entire deck and would play him during our shifts at work. Again, I could care less about this game, but I knew it made him happy.
Well, they even created card game for shows that weren't even like a card game inside the universe of the show, like Pokemon.
Yeah. But no, I could care less. I liked the characters, and that was it. Well, some characters. Others, yeah, I just bash on them, eh.
Well, and I think that stems from us being like, when we write our stories, that they're character-driven.
Yeah.
So, when we watch cartoons, TV shows, anime, that's sometimes what draws us to it, is the characters.
And then sometimes it draws us away. Like, for example, Attack on Titan, Blue Exorcist, Naruto.
Yeah, see, that's what even got me to even look into it, because I'm like, oh, cool, it's about ninjas. What? This is lame!
It's not ninjas.
It's a kid playing dress up pretending to be a ninja. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. But it's interesting though when you think of the animes we got us started, like Sailor Moon and Cardcaptors. And I mean Cardcaptors with the dub, not Cardcaptors Toro, which is the Japanese version.
And even Digimon. I remember I liked Digimon more than I liked Pokemon.
Oh yeah, especially Matt, because it was like,
Again,
have a loner, but have a marked friendship.
I mean, again, it's more character driven and focus of the monster. Because in Pokemon, it's like it's literally just a game in itself.
Yeah.
Adapted to cartoon.
But Digimon, yes, it had story creatures and you had to evolve them. But then you also had that, okay, here's a personality trait that personalizes us and we have to embrace it. Even if we're not like that at all.
Yeah. Well, again, it's characters you can relate to, so it makes you more drawn to watch more of it.
Right. I felt the same way for Sailor Moon. Like, it was funny is that I used to have a friend in school and we'd go to her house and we'd watch an episode and we'd go outside and she would kind of be Sailor Venus, I'd be kind of be Sailor Mars, and we'd have like mock fights.
I still don't get how Sailor Mars is your favorite. And her element is mine. I mean, fire.
Because I don't like the Bubble Girl, which is Mercury.
Her element is water.
No, throughout the show was bubbles. It wasn't until you got to Neptune that it was actual water.
But again, Neptune's not your favorite then?
No, she is. But Mars is my... Back then, they didn't have the Outer Guardian. It was only the original 5.
Yeah. Which is disappointing, like, even when you're watching Sailor Moon Crystal, which people will argue is a more authentic adaptation of the manga, which is the source material, they still only felt words.
Well, as you have the Scouts, then you have the Outer Guardians.
Right. But you think in the manga, like, they weren't introduced till later then?
No. It's,
even in the book?
Even in the mangas, they're still divided.
The original 5 and then...
And then the Outer Guardians, which is the last 4. Well, yeah, because they have
5. Because they...
9 planets.
No. But they technically count Takuya Mac as Earth, so that would be 10.
No. There's only 9 planets. How do you have 10?
Okay, I can't count. Leave me alone. I'm thinking of Lauren.
But the funniest part is that when we act out our scenes, we would use what we thought was a stage.
What a stage?
No. We found out a few weeks after playing outside that we were playing on top of an outside transformer. And we didn't watch more for that, but I'm like, don't look at me, I was like, I didn't know we were wrong. So no, I didn't see it for me, so we felt like a giant box. At home.
Wow. Andrew corrected us in saying that it was good that we pushed it back an hour because he went to go rest again.
Huh? Yay. But that, and then when we watched Cardcaptors, that really intrigued me with tarot. Because of the fact that every card had some personality trait that she had to capture. And that all the cards had their own designs.
And had their own meaning. So technically, in a roundabout way, they were using, tarot. If you think about it. They didn't call it tarot card.
Well, no, it wasn't a traditional tarot deck. They didn't have the major and minor arcanas.
Would it be an oracle deck?
Yes.
No. You know what? I just had a good idea.
Hmm.
You know how sometimes on Feast of Fiction they do foods inspired or driven from anime?
Yeah.
You could do that on your new channel.
I don't want to steal from their channels.
But how do you cook and bake as a blind, visually impaired person?
I mean, it's something to think about, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about anime.
I had food from anime. Yeah, I looped it in.
Yeah. But, yeah, like Lauren says, I do watch a lot more anime than she does, but you watch a couple ones too. You watch what? Future Diaries, Inuyasha.
Ruby.
I couldn't do it, Ruby. I tried.
I really like how they did Ruby. I like how they were forced to work as a group, but they all had, clashing or conflicting personalities.
They didn't say that they're all based off a fairy tale in some way.
I would say the dynamic and how their group works is very similar to Fairy Tail. Because, a guild, different personalities, different abilities, but you all have to work together to get the job done.
No, that's not what I mean. Like, for example, the main girl is supposed to be with Riding Hood. You have Belle. That's what I meant.
Oh. Like with fairy tale, like they were like. Oh, okay, you mean like in fairy tale they were like different creatures almost.
No. You're not listening.
I am listening. I don't get what you mean.
That each character is based on a different fairy tale. Fable.
Okay, I think my brain is imploded. I did not think of that.
Like that.
That was a good segue. Like a fire truck.
Yes.
I didn't do it. But speaking of Ruby, it's interesting that a lot of people actually don't consider it to be an anime because it's an American animated style. Well, because it's not in the traditional style of Japanese anime or Japanese cartoons, that technically it's not anime. But I don't know. I guess because I just have such a deep love of anything that's in animated form that I like it. But it does follow like the traditional tropes and subplots of an anime, how there'll be like an overarching plot line throughout the episodes or the season for the main characters. And then there'll be like a B plot or a secondary plot line going for the minor character or supporting character alongside of it. So each episode you're kind of getting two storylines going, depending if you're rooting for like the main character or the supporting cast or the villain. Which I have to say, the villain for Ruby was very underwhelming, not very developed, very one-dimensional. And it kind of happens a lot with a lot of 90s anime, that the villain will have like one arching stereotype personality trait, and then that's it.
I'm sorry about that.
You're fine.
What are you talking about?
Saying how people don't think Ruby's anime.
Well, I mean, there are some that are Americanized that you don't consider anime, like Ruby,
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
But do you agree that in older, like 80 or 90 anime, like the villain will have like one stereotype trait and then that's it?
Well, I feel like in the 80s, 90s, they stuck to the trope.
Yeah.
Where you had one. Sorry, I had to downstairs.
Yeah, it depends on the genre of the anime too.
What was
follow
that?
Trope.
You had a style for each character that had to be included. Like you had a sidekick, you had the heroine,
The sarcastic one.
the buff one,
The buff one.
you know, the muscles, the nerd, the strategist. I mean, sorry. And I think the villain is always, greed or vengeance.
And have no other motivation.
Which I thought was interesting, and I could not watch the whole thing, but for Full Metal Alchemist, you had villains based on the 7 deadly sins.
Oh yeah.
And they only showed 2. They showed like the other one real quick.
Greed and lust, right?
Yeah. And blood.
I think that's why I forgot there were more.
Yeah, greed, lust, and gluttony were shown.
Well, envy, right? And Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
They showed envy.
That's what it was.
And then it's even funnier because then down the road, they actually made an enemy called 7 deadly sins. Which was good. I need to go back and watch the rest of it. I think it's up to season 3 now.
Well, that was cool that each character with, like, their actual name was based on the name of the 7 deadly sins. And, like...
Not only was they personified the sin, but they weren't all humans. They were different races, too. You had fairy, elf, demon.
Say that.
Sorry.
Apparently anime makes her, like, very bubbly and talkative, which is rare. Yeah, it's not funny when you're teased.
But then there's, like, some animes where I try to watch and, like, I'm not a fan.
Why?
I don't know, like, you'd fit like it because I do like either ones that are heavy story driven or action.
Yeah, see, I like character-driven ones, but what were you thinking of?
But I mean, I tried watching Assassin's Classroom, Dead Man Wonderland, Captain Titans, Blue Exorcist, and I couldn't get any of them. Because they all have this annoying character, not their curse, on here,
Oh well.
that I couldn't stand. And it was the main character, so I'm like, I can't watch it.
Is it more tolerable when that personality trait fits the side character?
No.
No?
No.
But you know, in anime, there's a lot that's like either the side character, protagonist or antagonist that's like the silly, goofy sidekick.
And yet, the ones I can watch over again is Code Geass, Bleach, Lock and Logic, where they might have the annoying silly sidekick, but they're not really a lot of scenes.
They're really not shown at all.
Yeah.
I gotta be mentally awake to watch Code Geass. I had no idea how much, how many little, like, Easter eggs there were to chess and strategists and...
Well, the whole anime is based on chess itself.
I'm gonna just back away slowly.
Which is why I love the anime. I mean, yes, there are some parts of it that they could have made stronger, but...
Like?
I can't say without ruining it. I'm not gonna give you guys spoilers.
That's just mean. I mean, I guess it's good not to spoil it, but...
Right. Oh, and then other ones that I thought were really good, which... It was kind of hard to find them, the dub versions, was... Witch Hunter Robin, then I got into, like, Magic Paranormal ones.
Mm-hmm.
Black Blood Brothers, Trinity Blood, like you said.
I love Trinity Blood. I need to get that on DVD so I can watch it.
I feel like Trinity Blood was better than
Vampire Nights.
And Vampire Nights just felt like a bloody romance soap
Yeah. But Trinity Blood is so good. Like, they do such a good job of, like, showing, like, Christianity and the church, like, what viewpoint of the whole war against vampires and humans.
Hellsing.
Yeah, Hellsing's just as good as Trinity Blood. I don't know if I like Trinity Blood more than Hellsing, or the other way around, but I think it's a tie.
And then you also have, they decided to take Vampire D and turn it into anime. And Dummy Cry.
What's Vampire Hunter D?
Oh, Vampire D is a graphic novel. And they actually turned the first two books into anime movies. And it's about D, which I still always do it. They never reveal what D stands for in any of the books. And
Like,
I'm
that can't just be his name.
It is his name.
No, but I mean,
they finally do reveal in, like, book 20 that he is the son of Dracula, which, that's just a simple one to figure out.
were you just trying to flap your wings and fly? I saw a very jittery hand move in the corner.
Oh.
Were you trying to fly?
No. But I think for vampire animes, those are the ones you gotta watch. There are a ton more.
What would you say, like, top 5 Oh, that should be a video.
That should be a video. I only say just on vampires alone, not to mention. I have seen other ones. I've seen Dance with a Vampire Band, which was only one season, which...
Meh.
It was okay. I thought it was a neat idea that this whole time you're trying to find a vampire queen to kill her, and it's this little girl that's so sweet and innocent, you can face her.
Oh, they definitely got inspiration for Trinity Blood. Remember the one vampire, like a little boy, and they're like,
Yes.
"Oh, you're not Dudley, you're a sweet little boy." Ah!
And like I said, Black Butler was a good one because it showed different types of vampires. But it sucks is that there's only one season and it's on cliffhanger.
Now, Andrew, if you're still listening, this is for you. So, and again, this would be classified as American animation. So, it was only one season. But there's an anime called The Ugly Duckling.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
And inspired by Swan Lake. But I don't remember why she turned into a duckling.
Every time she saw her crush and got flustered, she would turn to a duck.
Yeah. A cute little duckling, too! They're so cute.
And then
I had to mention it.
And then other ones that would fall in the paranormal would be D and Angel, which that and Holic, SX Holic, I read the manga first and saw the anime.
I forgot your manga for D and Angel.
And it was good. I feel like they really did a good translation between the manga to television.
Yeah. Sorry.
And then there's one manga I wish they had turned to anime, but they haven't. And if they do, it's probably not dub. And it was called The Tarot Cafe.
Ooh. That was the one that made you think of Cardcaptor.
Yes. And so how it worked is like it was kind of like little Pet Shop Horrors.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, which I'll explain that one in a minute. Where it shows someone they're reading, and she'd pull a card, put it on a table, and then she'd showed how that card would reflect the rest of her life into a case. So it was like mystery with tarot. So it was the fact that it was called a tarot cafe because creatures, both paranormal and human, would go there for readings, but she'd also use the tarot to help solve cases.
You don't have any in the manga, do you? That's something you could do on your other channel.
I don't think I do.
When we're done, I'm gonna go on Amazon and look for you. Even if you can't read it, you can reference it.
Yeah. So that was interesting because I read that entire series in one day.
Do you know that we're halfway done the podcast already?
Dang.
I tried to look down at my phone to see if there were comments, and I'm like, holy shit, it's already been half an hour.
And the other I mentioned was called Little Pet Shop Horrors.
That's a good one. That is dark.
That is very dark.
I ever wrote that have a twisted mind like her, and I'll just
I don't think
admire
they
them.
finished doing the whole manga anime. I think it's only halfway through.
The manga or the anime?
The anime.
That's disappointing.
But it was run by this, I still think he was immortal, Asian man that will play girl, which is another Tom feed to be in front of him.
It's a horrible stereotype.
And that someone would go to the shop and see what they thought was a human.
Okay.
But they're also, it looked like an animal. Like dog, cat, bird. And when he gave out the animal, he did a warning. And most of the time, the owners totally disregarded the warning. And then were killed in horrendous ways.
I don't think I'd be too spoily if you talked about your favorite one.
So, my favorite one was this girl was blind because she saw her parents murder, and it was so shocking that she just lost her vision.
Yeah, because that's natural.
That sometimes happens from shock. I mean, that is a route they do a lot of animes. To make the person handicapped, which I don't agree with, but anywho. And she gets a...
There's
I
a
think
rabbit.
It was a German... No, you're thinking of the first... That's a totally different one.
Okay.
But it was a Doberman? Yes, that's a dog, her dog. That was her guard dog, and it's the only one that doesn't turn on a human because of the fact he protects her from the actual murder. So it is a happy ending.
Aww.
All the other ones, it's not a happy ending.
Wait, that's what's your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your real favorite one?
That was my real favorite one.
But you have a really good sense of humor. You probably like when the animal spirit turned on the...
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because they're
So-
mistreated.
Yeah. So the other one that's really funny
Yeah, I knew it.
was they're playing Medusa.
Yeah?
It was this woman that had a blindfold and it was supposed to be a snake.
Okay, that's cool.
And he warns the owner not to remove the blindfold.
Alright.
And, he's having dinners, he's having conversations. So he thinks it's the actual woman. And definitely falls in love with her.
Alright.
And-
That's as they would with Medusa.
He's like, you know what? Screw it. I want to see into your eyes. I want you to know how much I love you. He has a mask.
Oh no.
And like Medusa Smiths.
He turned to stone?
No, he dies. Like that. It's brought to stone death.
Oh, dang.
And her seeing that her lover is dead finds a mirror and turns it on herself and kills herself.
Jeez.
So that's pretty much a lot of story. Is that it's always what they did is totally opposite sex, and that's what entrances them. And they end up being killed by it in some way.
Wow. Wow.
But no, the rat one is the one in front of Family Guy. Where they're not supposed to feed the rat sweets, and they do anyway. and it multiplies to the point where it turns on the owners and eats them.
Oh. I didn't realize that was where they got it from. Family Guy at the time.
Oh.
Sweet little rabbit.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the darker enemies mangas.
I like it though. It's definitely an interesting way of using the idea of like animal personified as humans.
Right. And also the idea it's like, oh, here's an interesting way to do Grimm's brother's idea of teaching fables. It's lessons they're teaching you, just in a more dark and gruesome way. What?
Duck.
Oh.
She was a duckling, by the way, not a duck. They're cuter. That's what I would be.
Still a duck.
Yeah.
But I feel like the other drawback with being really impaired and watching animes is what you have any type of show movie is that either it'll be really fast fight scenes or it'll be really dark. And it's like, okay, I noticed something on the screen, but can't see it.
And I'm worried from explaining this to other people, she means dark lighting, like it being at night or being in a cave. Because you're all for like dark, like in mood type animes. That's your jam.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No. That's what made me think of. Cause whenever I explain it to people, they're like, "You just say dark," and they think you mean like the theme or the mood, and I'm like,
Oh no, I love dark anime.
yeah.
That's pretty cool right now. But yeah, I was watching then you made the anime for Devil May Cry, which I love that video game.
It's a good game.
And the season finale, they show this grand all-out fight scene with Dante and the villain. And he
That was
ends
a cool
up
fight scene, by the way.
he ends up killing Dante. I'm like, wait, when did that happen? And it turns out I don't see it because of the fact they're in the shade, like shadows almost.
It's like a fight at night.
Yeah, so I totally missed it. I'm like,
How did he kill Dante?
not spoiling it.
But
Not spoiling it.
did I not? I don't remember why. I remember watching the anime.
You didn't like the anime because of Patty.
Yeah, again, knowing side characters. Can we just like kill them off or have them go on a side quest and never return?
But I have to admit, my favorite interaction between her and Dante is he's passed out with a book on his face. In anime, if any character has a book on their face, it's a porn magazine.
Well, on the outside, it looks like a normal book, but
No. In anime, it's a trope. It's always porno.
Dang. Do you think that's like an Asian culture or Japanese culture stereotype?
I don't know.
That's how they read.
But it's in a lot of them.
That seems like that's a very common stereotype that in Asian culture or Japanese, Chinese culture, like all they do is sit around and they smoke, drink, and either read or watch porn.
Oh yeah, you're being a YouTuber, aren't you?
Yeah.
See, that's a funny thing. A lot of people are like, oh, you can cosplay as her. And that's the thing I don't want to because of the fact she's a heavy drinker and smoker and it's like...
You could just walk around carrying her fan now. And have hot men wait on you hand and foot.
No, because I have a problem that people come up and they would be smoking. Like, we had that one year at Comic-Con and people would dress up as James and Bob.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think of that. I like my idea.
Yeah, I know you do.
Now I'm just picturing hot guys coming, waiting on me, bring me grapes.
So a lot of times when I try to find anime to watch, I'll go on YouTube and see if there's any dub cinemas I can find. And then I'll either go on Funimation or I'll try to find a free website to watch the rest of them.
That's cheating.
And then it's kind of messed up is that I find anime I like on YouTube and then I can't find it. That's
You can't find it anywhere else, you mean?
Yeah. There's a new one I found, and I think it's supposed to be in Latin.
Ooh.
But it translates to Master of Magic. And I found an episode or two on YouTube, and I really liked it because it was a trope about magic and fables, and showing
What?
like the more darker version of it.
Okay.
Because how it starts out is that this girl is being sold. Which, again, I don't really agree with that idea, but that's how I got started. and she ends up being bought by a mage. And he gets to her house. She's like, I bought you to become my bride. Which, yeah, creepy idea.
Not at all.
But I like the fact that they show like fairies and witches, and it's like, oh, they're innocent. Never listen to a fairy. They'll drag you into the world. Never trust a witch. They'll use you for spells. It's like old school concepts for the mortals and fairies, you know?
Instead of the idea of the more modern day concept of these intimidating or like menacing creatures that are sweet.
Right. Which I kind of like. I don't like the other part of the idea. Like, I bought you for marriage.
Slavery.
Yeah. No, I'm totally against that.
Now, do you think it's a hint at sex trafficking or it's just slavery?
It was slavery. She had the gift to see creatures and magic.
Well, that's cool.
And she didn't want to live a normal life, so she went voluntarily into it.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm a little creeped. I like the other concept of her gift instead of...
Well, it's kind of like the idea for Dark Beauty where magic's running out. So if you find someone that has magic or can see it, you're sought after.
Huh. Yeah, I always thought Nikki would try to write something that was like, Pet Shop of Horrors. I don't know why I think of Pet Cemetery, because it's like morbid in a way of like teaching
Why
like
would
morals.
you think I'd write it?
Because you have this like Loki, a sense of you being like Loki, that not harm them to die, but inflict a memorable meaning of this is why you shouldn't mess with human or animal.
Yeah. What's also funny is that I really like Dean Angel because it's the idea of like this master artistry, and at the same time, it's kind of mastering him and one of the detectives. They're like, oh, you like this. You should like this anime. And they sent me Death Note.
No.
I'm like, nope, not happening.
But again, like the idea of Death Note is so simplistic. There's no cleverness behind it or even like a deeper meaning of the theme mentioned.
Right. We're like, oh, you like Dean Angel, you like Future Diary. It's the same concept. It's like,
Oh, I love Future Diary though.
it might be the same concept of someone becoming deaf, like Soul Eater, but it's only one dimension.
I like Soul Eater though.
I liked Soul Eater season 1.
Yeah.
I lost interest in season 2 and the spinoff.
Oh god, there's a spinoff?
Do you not watch it?
No, I couldn't even get into season 2.
No, the spinoff is that it's new students and Maha and the others are seniors. So, yeah, it's like not very interesting in my opinion.
You know, it's funny though, coming back to my shirt, like, 3 of the characters on my shirt are ones I actually like, instead of just being it from that anime. It's like, Sailor Moon,
Yeah.
Sora.
Oh, yeah, I forgot people think Kingdom Hearts is anime.
No, Digimon.
Oh, right. Sorry.
You're fine.
Too many names.
Cloud.
Wait, Sora's not on there.
Uh-huh.
No, Sora's a girl in Digimon.
Yeah, she's on my shirt.
Is she?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
That's
Well, no,
behind the
Sora
letter.
from Kingdom Hearts is on there too.
No.
Oh, I thought like you mean Kingdom Hearts.
Well, then it's like, why would they put Cloud on there? And Cloud, like, Final Fantasy is a video game. So...
Because Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy are both considered anime. That's animation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they kind of group anime and animation in the same category.
If you could have a shirt with your favorite anime on it, what would it be?
Too many.
That's old. That's older anime.
Cardcaptors,
Yeah.
Sailor Moon, Bleach.
They used to when Bleach was like airing on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tsunami.
Yeah. They always used to sell merch at Hot Topic all the time, but I don't think they do anymore.
Witch Hunter Robin.
Yeah.
So that's solid. Full Metal. I wasn't a big fan of the show, but I love how they treat Edward.
Hey, I'm short too. Let's not go that route.
Oh.
Shorty. Who you calling Shorty? Hey,
Oh,
the little one's got some anger management problem. he's just a little short thing. He can't do anything.
Oh, the only spot it was Alphonse? Is that how you say his full name?
What? Alphonse.
I mean, Theo. I knew I was a butcher. Yeah, just see the armor. They're like, yeah, this beautiful metal. And this was me, your little sidekick.
Well, you think about it, that makes sense. You would be called a full metal alchemist if you're made out of shield of armor. Metal? Right. Full metal?
Like, Roy was known as a flame alchemist because he traded flames.
Like, no, calm down. I didn't like his personality, though. They made it too on a note of, like, Aries trait. Well, that, but, like, Aries trait.
Oh, so anyway, you said my shirt. Alucard from Helsing.
Ooh.
Sebastian from Blood Butler, because yum.
Well, now it says from him being eye candy, like, he is your personality on the nose, because, like, on the outside he pretends to be, like, this high, well-mannered servant, like, society, but on the inside it's, like, sarcasm.
Well, I like the character, I think halfway through the show and I realized they're trying to make him see a couple.
Ew.
I, like, nope.
Yeah, and then in the second season they, like, push that forward.
Yeah, no thank you.
But then it kind of goes on of, like, I don't know. I always thought the relationship of, like, mentor / paternal figure.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that you know that they made a contract.
Mm-hmm.
And that if Sheldon died, Sebastian would get his soul.
Yeah,
but I don't do a favorite spoil.
She did it! Yay!
Oh.
It's hard to talk about an anime that you really like and not give stuff away.
But, like, through time, they ended up becoming, like, actual relationship. I don't know, I never got it.
I get the idea of them being friends.
And see, and then, like, for Devil May Cry, I'd want both twins. I'd want both Dante and Virgil.
I don't know. I think Virgil fits you.
Oh, yeah. Virgil totally fits me, but the thing is...
V more.
The thing... Oh, yes, V from 5.
I just attracted you. Good.
But the thing that sucks is that in the graphic novel, and the books, and the anime, Virgil is never shown.
Boo. Such a disservice.
I mean, no, scratch that, my bad. He is shown in the graphic and the manga for 2 scenes.
But that's not enough. They're twins. Give them equal share time.
I think that's why I like Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah.
Because even though, yes, they confirm Nero is his son, most of the scenes is either Dante,
I did that too hard.
V, or Virgil. And 1 or 2 scenes Nero.
I'm like, haha, you hurt your throat.
But I think that's why 3 is my favorite of all of them, because...
Oh my god, they did such a good job showing how this to be twins and not...
Yes, it'd be totally different.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you think of twins, you think they're the same.
I feel like that's why I always compare Devil May Cry to Dean and Angel, because they both have twins.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But Devil May Cry showed how twins are. Is that, yes, we look alike, and we have some hobbies similar,
But our personalities are different.
Where in Dean and Angel, they're treated like one bloody person.
Yeah, I think that's why I like the concept of Fire and Ice, because it's like fire and ice are 2 separate elements.
Yeah, fire, ice.
But they can counteract each other if you play them right. What would win? Fire.
No! Okay, but here's the thing though. And that Inferno, when I explained the 9 levels of hell, the last level was ice. With the double.
Really? It's not an Inferno?
No. That's the first level.
That's very interesting.
Well, see, I have read the book. I know the levels. I'm just...
People consider hell to be basically being inside an oven.
And it's not. It's freezing.
Like liquid nitrate level?
Yeah.
Of ice?
That's what I got from the
Because
book.
ice is, what is it that if ice is at a neutral level, it can be like, it can burn you?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I refer to as hellfire.
Ooh.
They actually did make a animated movie of Dante's Inferno, but I was not a fan of that. I mean, it does help you have better understanding of the book if you're trying to read it.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't done very well.
Are there animes based off of classics? Do you know? And you're the expert.
What do you mean, like based off the?
Like classic books.
I mean, there's some that take inspiration from classics,
Mm-hmm. But no.
but no, like you're reading more like animation movies, like Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle.
Well, it's still anime.
Yeah.
So what are they based off of?
Oh, Spirited Away, I feel like was a trope on the idea of heroism or princess story. Because in fact she did for all this to save her parents.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Hot Movie Castle. I can't find a dub version of the watch, so I can't really tell you what happens.
Even the DVD is American subtitles.
But from how we describe it, it's like Willy Wonka, Beauty and the Beast, Enchanted, all those ideas.
And more the fantasy trope.
Right. I mean, I went quote me on it, just that's why I heard people describe it as.
That'd be really cool if there was like anime based on like all of the like novel classics.
I mean, I did find one that was based on Sinbad, which is a play on the Arabian Nights.
Wow,
I'm sure you're
I didn't think there were any.
I'm sure there are more, but like I said, a lot of them
Yeah.
are not dubbed, so I can't watch it. So it could be out there and I just don't know about it. I mean, would you think that
Sorry.
ring fart.
Talk about it, it'll come to you.
Monster High and what was the other show? That was fantasy.
Oh, can't think of it. Go ahead. Well, again, Monster High was in the style of American animation.
Right, so they had still talent.
Yeah. Ever After?
Yes, Ever After High. And then there was one more that was just like Ever After High that was anime. That I guess it was good. It was another one where I found an episode 2 on YouTube and I could never find it after that. Where it was where people were descendants from Disney characters, so like Cinderella, Belle, Aurora, and that they would have one ability that would summarize what they're known for.
Ooh.
So
like what's the movie? If you like Descendants.
Yeah. Like for example, some descendant of Briar Rose or Aurora had the ability to trade vines.
Wait, what? But they're known for like sweet.
Briar Rose.
I'm gonna write this down. The radio. I'm not totally copying it.
Or the other one they showed was Cinderella could stop time. It sure has a series, but I only found a pilot. And that was the only one I had to find of it. Because the great granddaughter of Cinderella stumbled across the doorway and fell into it. Hence,
Do you know what it's called?
I don't remember what it's called because I was not a fan of it for that reason. Again, when the main character is a ditzy comedic relief, I will run. I will not watch any more of it.
Trust the radio. What? Who said that?
And then another one I just saw recently that they just started showing episodes for was Greek Chami or Greek God, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's all the gods in Greek society or in high school.
What if you combine the thing you just said with Descendants? That wouldn't be copying. That would be inspiration.
You gotta be careful. Well, that's sad because I did like Descendants, and then they had to fix it.
Again, Descendants was originally a book. So. I don't know. Much meaning like no Disney.
Wait, no,
I think
my
they
bad,
get away
my
from
bad.
it.
Not Descendants, Monster High. Monster High was good.
Oh yeah.
And then
That's
Monster
probably
High,
a creature he didn't know about.
Monster High Interactor got a facelift. Or younger generation.
Like Supergirl.
Yes, that was another one.
We're gonna make the more dumb. Like 4Kids did to Yu-Gi-Oh!
And like they did to Yu-Gi-Oh! It still did.
How to kill a show. Make it more for children.
Possibly the worst one was Dark Side Dimension was a news meeting for Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched it, and they say the person who wrote the script was the one that wrote the mangas and the original show.
Yeah, okay.
But I watched them like, this is wrong, this is wrong.
Who lied to you?
This never happened. Like, but the only feature was that they finally showed the antagonist how you'd think he'd be. And I was happy with that.
Oh, right?
But everyone else, I'm like, redo.
Read too.
Another anime that we hadn't talked about. Well, we have Greek mythology. I think that's why I like Lucky Magic. Because it was the idea of creating a pact with a deity. And in exchange, you got to use their abilities to be protectors of Earth. But I thought that was really cool because it wasn't just Greek mythology, it was every mythology that's known in the world.
You think they drew inspiration from Black Butler? The idea of making a pact with someone with a deity? Or
I
a
don't
supernatural
know.
being? I see it. I see the parallel.
I did see it, but I also didn't see traces of, old school like Digimon or,
In the animation style?
yeah,
Or the storytelling? Or both?
both. But my favorite one was the path with Artemis.
Of course it would be.
The girl was turned into a sniper.
The
I'm like, yeah, I could
idea of
totally
using
see
a
that.
bow and arrow with a sniper.
Rifle.
Yeah,
I'm like, I totally like this.
that's cool.
And her costume, it was like a hooded cloak and all black. I'm like, yes, Dark Side Moon.
This is me. That's totally you. Were there any that you thought was me? No.
I don't know. I mean, you definitely tell that you use different deities that their main inspiration was Greek
Greek
mythology.
mythology. Yep.
Because like 4 or 5 of them was from that.
Yep.
I didn't see Athena being you. I didn't try it.
What? Why?
The fact that it was the fact she made a contract with a guy instead of a girl. And the fact that she was more
Stubborn.
stubborn. Yeah.
Oh, even winter.
I like that. I also like the fact that they also had minor deities. Like the one that was helping him train and learn the ropes. Her path with how do you say her name?
What?
The goddess of revenge.
I thought it was Nyx, but I'm wrong.
No, Nets was never shown. I wish. Oh,
That would have made your
fun.
day.
But I did like that the villain in the end was Lucifer. I thought that had a good tie into American lore.
Good job spoiling stuff. You don't even care at this point.
I just said he was the villain. I didn't say how it ended. And I didn't say he made the path with It's there.
I don't think I finished it.
You did not.
I don't know. I'm gonna be watching later. Do you want to do your outro? Oh my god, it's already 4 o'clock.
What?
I only had a couple minutes left when we were talking, and I was gonna say, did you want to do your outro?
Dang. Okay, that went way too fast. Before your outro, are there any last comments you want to make?
I think it would be cool to do a follow-up video on our channel explaining any anime that focuses on positive aspects of characters that are disabled.
Yeah.
If there are any.
That would be a little challenging because
I gave it to the research queen.
they do have them. They're just not shown in a good light, in my opinion.
Okay, well, maybe if they're not shown a good light, why? That would feel like a rant video.
Well, did I mention the idea of someone having a trauma without disabled, and you made a face, and that's Lelouch. sister, Nanae,
Yeah.
Todias. Her mother was killed in front of her, so she became blind and paralyzed.
Okay, so there's one now. I can help you. I mean, you know more about anime than I do, though, but...
That's true.
Do you want me to go first?
I mean, I do want to do a video about that and showing their magics. And how they show different versions of magic in anime.
There you go.
And I'll go first. You went first because we had to deal with this issue.
Where?
But yeah, this was a fun topic. As you can tell, I am a huge anime manga
Nerd.
fan. And I take that as a compliment. But it is interesting to see that there are some that fall between the lines of anime and cartoons. For example, for Teen Titans, you should wear that both to Comic Con and Anime Con, and no one will judge it.
I didn't even think of that. I was gonna say Americanized style of animation.
Right.
But does that make it a cartoon or does it make it anime?
It like falls in between.
That's a very heated debate apparently in the anime community.
But I think it was told 1 year we saw someone dress up as Sailor Moon, Tetsuya Mask, transferred into Harley Quinn and Joker.
Yay! That was my favorite one. Because I love both things. I love Sailor Moon, I love Harley Quinn, so I win.
But yeah, afterwards. You know, I did talk about this concept for hours. So I definitely think we should come back to this.
Well, not next week.
No. That's another thing we need to talk about. Should we redo the other podcasts? Or just move on?
Well, I go ahead and do your outro and I'll go look at the channel really quick to see what I posted.
Okay.
I'm thinking the only thing on here is our introduction of the podcast. Which is today.
Okay. So, anywho, I'm Nicole.
Troublemaker.
What?
Troublemaker.
Looky. This is a nice compliment, okay?
Okay.
Like I said, I have 2 channels, The Blind Maids and The Blind Kitchen. I can also be found on Twitch. Sorry. Not Twitch, sorry. Twitter. Yikes. Instagram and DeviantArt under my pen name, Linus Frost.
Brain fart there, huh?
And what happens when you do other stuff and you do your stream? Your mind's back there.
But that's how you are in time. Your mind's going 100 different directions at one time.
True.
And I'm Dory.
You can also follow me on Facebook under my actual name, Nicole Wheatley. Like Lauren says, we do, which reminds me we need to fix that.
What?
We do have a Discord, and now I'm here for podcasts, which we changed to Enchanting Tales, which now we have to fix the Patreon for.
Patreon?
And now it says far nice.
I have to talk to you about that after.
Okay. And
I keep interrupting. I'm sorry. I'm
That's fine.
hyper. This made me energized.
And like Lauren said, you can also find her book on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. But I definitely recommend waiting until the second edition comes out to read it.
Anything else?
Nope, that should be out before the end of the month. I guarantee that.
Wow. I said December.
Nope.
The end of the year. That gives you 2 months.
Nope. I'm gonna fix it.
1.5 months.
I feel embarrassed and I feel like it's my fault for not touching it. So I'm gonna get it done as fast as possible.
Hashtag blame all for problem.
True.
I've seen worse. Doesn't make you feel any better. By traditional publishing too, which is even worse.
Yeah, but I feel like it's our first.
It's our baby.
Yeah, I don't want to say it. Oh.
The baby. I haven't wanted that book actually.
And then after I get the directions made and the book's fixed,
Yeah.
we are turning it into an audiobook.
Yes. I was thinking we're talking about it. Too far away. Short little arm.
Short, kind of strikes, can't reach.
Ta-da! It's a thick baby.
But like I said, I would wait for the second edition to get it because a lot of changes are made to it.
That's fair. And it will say the second edition when you go to purchase it from Amazon.
But yeah, everyone that's in the audio groups helping us do it, we're going to send a free copy to you guys. I feel like that's only fair.
That is really generous, though. Because the offer copy is $5. You can just make them do that.
I don't know. I feel like some of them already bought the book, so I feel like kind of mean they don't buy another one.
No, I would just have them subscribe to the channel, to our channel.
Alright, well that's something we talk about.
Okay. See, sometimes I am doing it, and my mind goes into 100 directions like her.
You're gonna show us how to read 5 books at once and remember where Matt each one.
Yeah, I pause reading, and if I pause in the middle of reading a book, and I take anywhere from a week plus to go back to it, I go start from page 1.
Yeah, like a couple nights ago, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna back and read Dragon Chronicles. Which one am I on? I read you.
I hate you.
Oh, here it is.
I hate you. But like I said, I'm Lauren, aka Pele.
AJ Firestarter.
Wow. No. Well, Pele's good. I'll call you like Loki. You call me Pele. Deal. And my channel is divided by site. And I write poetry, fantasy, and paranormal romance. And I want to thank everyone that joined us today in the chat and anyone that's watching the replay. If you leave a comment down below and you're watching the replay, don't forget to write #replay.
And also, if you guys have any ideas for discussion topics, or you guys want to come on as a guest, let us know.
Yes, we will be doing this every Saturday, 2 or 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
In case other people I know are doing streams, like today, and we don't run into it, or we don't have time to set up.
Yeah, that way we'll say we'll start at 3 p.m. Eastern, and then try to set up an hour before. That way, if we have any technical glitches like today, we can salvage it in time. So I don't think it was that bad. Like, I was able to continue on the stream while we're, like, trying to bounce back from that.
Now we know that until it's fixed, we gotta do it on the computer, because that, I can't do that again.
Yeah, I really appreciate, Andrew, you hanging out and listening to us. I know you weren't feeling too good. Gotta support each other.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what we'll talk about next week?
Well, either we could go back and do a topic that we did in the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
or we do something new.
Okay, I'll let you decide. You're the boss.
Well, we had a lot of fun doing video games. We should go back to that one, or cartoons.
Cartoons would be cool if we just did anime.
Okay.
And then video games. And then something new.
Novels?
That's all we did. Well, novel would be good, because then we can talk about the book. The book might be
Or
done by then.
movies.
I think we do book when the novel's done, and then
Okay.
segue into the book.
Sounds good.
I'm channeling her. I'm scared. Yeah, like start channeling Lady Loki. That's you run.
Hey!
You're like, oh, wait a minute, damn it. Did you compliment me or taunt me there?
Both.
A little bit of compliment, a little bit of copy.
But yeah, right now in the book, I have 148 pages left at it.
That you're gonna go do after now? I mean, now or after dinner?
Well, no, because I have to edit that, and I also have to edit Shadow Abyss, because I need to clean that one up too.
I would say edit for an hour and then go back to the poetry book, because that's more priority.
Okay.
Usually she's the one cracking the whip, and I'm like procrastination.
No, I'm not procrastinating. I just have a lot of projects on my plate.
No, I'm not used to cracking the whip. I'm used to being a procrastinator. Well, anyway, we'll see you guys next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye. Short arms.
Short arms can't reach.